I used to think being a good communicator meant always having the right thing to say. Whenever someone came to me with a problem, I'd immediately start looking for a solution. I'd interrupt them with advice. I'd finish their sentences. I'd tell them what I would have done if I were in their situation. I genuinely thought I was helping until one conversation changed the way I saw listening. A friend once asked me if we could talk. We sat on a bench after class, and for almost 20 minutes, he told me everything that had been weighing on his mind. When he finally stopped talking, I did exactly what I always did. I started giving advice. I talked about what he should do next, how he could fix the situation, how things would probably get better. When I finished, he smiled politely and said, "Thanks, but I wasn't looking for an answer. I just needed someone to listen." That sentence stayed with me because it was true. I had spent the whole conversation waiting for my turn to speak. I wasn't really listening, I was preparing my response. Since then, I've noticed how often we do that. Someone shares a struggle, and before they've even finished, we're already thinking about what we're going to say. Sometimes we interrupt because we think we understand. Sometimes because silence feels awkward. Sometimes because we want to prove we have something valuable to add. But not every conversation needs our opinion. Sometimes people don't need advice. They need space. They need someone who won't rush them, someone who won't turn their story into their own. The older I get, the more I realize that listening is one of the rarest forms of kindness. It tells someone, for these few minutes, your thoughts matter more than mine. That's not easy. Listening requires patience. It requires putting your own experiences aside long enough to understand someone else's. And maybe that's why it's so difficult. We're taught how to speak, how to persuade, how to defend our ideas. But very few of us are taught how to truly listen. I found that some of the wisest people I know don't speak the most. They ask questions. They pause before responding. They're comfortable letting silence do some of the work because they know that once words leave your mouth, you can't take them back. But if you listen first, you have a much better chance of saying something worth hearing. I've made plenty of mistakes because I spoke too quickly. I've misunderstood people because I assumed I already knew what they meant. And I've realized that many arguments don't begin because people disagree. They begin because nobody felt heard. Now, I try to remind myself of something before every important conversation. You don't have to feel every silence. You don't have to have every answer. Sometimes, the most meaningful thing you can say comes after you've spent enough time listening. Because people rarely remember the person who spoke the most. They remember the person who made them feel understood.